boy, chasing the sun. Larry's at the wheel, got the engine on the run. Salty's got the playlist, singing out loud. Another open road, another brand new town. From the mountains high to the oceans deep, they're living the dream, they ain't losing sleep. With a glass bar full and a tank of gas, they ain't slowing down, they ain't looking back. They fly through the skies, chasing the breeze. Roll down the road, feeling so free. Ride the waves where the sunsets go. Forever Huffs living, wherever they go. Cruising down the coastline, drinking their hands, dancing on the deck to a steel drum band. Larry's cracking jokes, making new best friends. Saucy snapping pictures, cause the fun won't end. From the northern lights to the streets of Rome, everywhere they go they make it their home. With the world so big and their hearts so wide, they'll keep on moving till the end of the ride. They fly through the skies, chasing the breeze. Roll down the road, feeling so free. Ride the waves where the sunsets go. Forever Huffs living, wherever they go. No map, no plan, just a ticket in hand. They'll follow the stars and the golden sand. Every new town, another great story. Living this life in all of its glory. They fly through the skies, chasing the breeze. Roll down the road, feeling so free. Ride the waves where the sunsets go. Forever Huffs living, wherever they go. So if you see them on by, give them a wave. They're chasing adventure, they're feeling brave. Larry and Saucy, hearts open wide. Forever Huffs living, enjoying the ride.
All right, let me get all my microphones turned on here. Woo, man. How's everybody doing today? Got Miss PJ in there. We got Miss Karen's Books in there. Paul's in there. Who else we got? I think I see one more, but I'm not sure who it is. How's everybody doing today? I hope y'all enjoyed the little intro there. Hey, for all my military folks, I got my coffee cup. There's Georgie. What's happening, Georgie? All us military people, we drank a cup of coffee out of that. Georgie. Boy, y'all got quite the crowd coming to y'all's live every morning. I looked today. I think both of you had well over 100 people watching today. That is awesome. Awesome to see y'all numbers steady going up. I like it. Yeah, Miss PJ had some things she had to attend to over the last few days. Were difficult. We know it's difficult. And she went AWOL on us for a few days. But she's back. Well, I'm dropping everything. There we go. Yeah, she's back, and we're glad to have her back. She was in on the bird feeder this morning and was giving us some good information. We enjoying it. I almost have to turn that down so I can see you. There you go. Now we got you.
Had a chill.
Why are you turning that away for?
So
So I saw what?
Well, I had my arm on that.
Oh, I saw someone mentioned earlier in the chat just before we went live.
Hey, everybody.
They can't wait to see who Pet of the Week is. So what we're gonna do 2 pets of the week this week because we didn't do a live last week. We were down in the villages, riding around, swinging our loofahs. No, we didn't have any loofahs out. Well, thank you, Paul, for talking about my beautiful wife. She is my beautiful wife. Yeah, Georgia, Miss PJ kind of came back on the scene this morning. And she said she apologized for making everybody worry. We was all worried about Miss PJ, but she's back. She's back in all her glory, doing good. She did good this morning on our bird feeder stream. We didn't have too many. We didn't have too many birds this morning. They were sounding pretty. Right now this time of year, there's plenty of stuff. It's spring. There's plenty of stuff out there for them to eat. They don't need to come to the feeder. They'll be more popular at the feeder during the wintertime. But still, we run it for a couple hours, try to get our watch time up. Yeah, we keep the loofahs hid. We didn't see anything like that down there. We never have. We've been there twice and we've never seen anything, Actually, we did a video about that while we were there. Was it a video or a short?
I think it was a
I
short.
think it was just a short about the loofahs in the villages. So
Made me stand in the driveway with a
y'all have to go back and watch that short. Trying to look, I was doing something today that I got black stuff all over my hands. And then
in nose.
And I touched my face. I got it on my nose. So now that
legs and feet.
Now that I'm live, I'm looking at the video to make sure I don't have a big black spot on my face somewhere. Although I have showered. Matter of fact, I made a video about it. I'll be dropping that video right after we get through with our live this evening. Hey, if y'all don't mind, hey Harry, glad you're in here. Reach down and hit that like button. Last time I checked, it didn't cost anything to do that. Hit the like button. And if you're new to us here, we would appreciate if you'd subscribe to our channel. Miss PJ said she saw. Yeah, we were just having fun. Woo, man. So, yeah, I guess that's just kind of what we spent last week over at the villages, and we had a great time. And we had our laptop with us, but we really weren't set up to do this live with the laptop. It's just we did do it in the hotel.
Actually,
what?
That was our last night there.
Was it?
And we were watching the band.
Yeah. We were just having a good time.
We like going and watching all the music, listening, because it was all good music.
Yeah. We had a good time over there.
There was some interesting people.
And you look, see how close that is? Right? Don't pay attention to my dirty fingers. But see how close my fingers are together? That's how close we came to buying a house. That close. Harry, Georgie, and Sansi are about the same height. And when they both get on you and start on you, I'm not going to help you. You're on your own. I'm not getting in that battle. Hey, I heard a good dad joke. Y'all got to hear my dad joke. I thought it was funny. So my dad joke is this. What did the hat say to the rack? The hat you put on your head. What did it say to the rack? The rack you put it on. What did the hat say to the rack? I'll let y'all guess a little bit. What did the hat say to the rack? Yeah, Georgia knows we love her. I don't know where my co-host went. She just got up and walked off. Rude. Just rude. So we have 9 or 10 people watching here on YouTube. I don't know about Rumble. I'd have to bring Rumble up. Let me go look at that. Maybe I can see over there. I can see on my stream how many people are on YouTube, but I can't see how many are on Rumble. Paul says he has no clue what the hat said to the rack. Bum-ba-da-ba-bum. Get this squared away over here. I know y'all having to hear that until I can figure out how to turn the volume off of it. Looks like we got one over on Rumble. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, now I got that up where I can see Jeopardy music in your head. So, what did the hat say to the rack? I'll tell you. The hat said, "You stay here. I'll go on ahead." Isn't that stupid or what? Hey. Yep. Shout out to all my military friends. Y'all know what that cup is. Ooh, Georgia, what are we having for dinner tonight? I'll tell you what we had. We had pork chops over brown rice. Well, mine was over brown rice. She fried the others. We had squash that we had canned from our garden last year. And we had, what else was it? Baked beans? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had the rice, pork chops, and the squash. And it was GUD good. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what the hat said to the rat. Said, "You stay here. I'll go on ahead." Oh, Karen had Chinese. I love Chinese. You know, used to going, Sons, what are you doing? Why did you leaving? Um, Harry had spaghetti. Look at that. I love spaghetti. You know, I started eating when I was little and I've gotten really good at it. There's not too many things that I don't like. I love spaghetti and I love Chinese. You know, Chinese used to be a good value. You go and it was reasonably priced. Hey, troublemaker, I see you in there. Um, but it's like the prices on Chinese food has gotten so high now. I could go somewhere and get a steak. I can go to a steakhouse, get a steak and baked potato for what I'm paying for Chinese now. So we don't go to Chinese that much anymore. They kind of priced it to the point where I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's just a treat sometimes.
Yeah. I like the little sushi they normally have. Does he complain when you watch the lives, Karen? Or do you watch so many that you just stay at the computer? Harry said he tried the thin spaghetti. We don't eat the real thin spaghetti either. Do we?
Yeah, we do.
What do we call it?
I like vermicelli. It's thinner than the thin spaghetti, but bigger than the angel hair.
Okay.
Thin spaghetti is fat. I sure don't like spaghetti because it's fat.
Well, okay. So Paul asked, it must be another dad joke. I missed it, Paul. Let me put it on there. Here's what Paul asked. What do you call an alligator with a GPS? I see the answer now. And we're going to give the answer. There we go. Who else has a good dad joke for us? Since we're running down that rabbit hole, you got one? No? Look at there. Miss PJ said, Happy Father's Day. I forgot, this is Father's Day coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't say that's what that was for.
What? My new underwear? I get them every year. And Father's Day, I get to throw away all my old underwear. Well, you know, when he comes in from work, he's probably wanting to spend a little time with you, tell you about his day. All right, here comes Miss PJ. Why did the bicycle fall over? Didn't have a leg to stand on? I don't know.
Could be.
That's what I'm guessing. Didn't have a leg to stand on. Anybody else want to guess on Miss PJ's dad joke? Well, we hope you stay with us the whole time, Karen. All right, Miss PJ, let's hear the answer. Why did the bicycle fall over?
That was a good one.
Because it was too tired. I like that. I have not heard the song you wrote for Paul. Somebody put a link. All right, I'll type my next dad joke so we can put it up there. Okay, here's our next one. So we probably got some newcomers in here that are watching and maybe not partaking in the chat just yet. So this is our weekly live that we do. We do it every Thursday afternoon at 6 o'clock.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
All right, I'm going to give the answer to mine, and then we're going to put Miss PJ's next one up there. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to try to play catch up now. All right, so I'm going to give the answer to mine.
Hey, heroes.
Hey, Chris. All right, there's the answer to mine. Why did the chicken cross the playground? To get to the other slide. All right, so now let's go. Let's find, what does a sprinter eat before a race? Here's Karen's. What does a sprinter eat before a race? Fast food. That's what I'm going to say. Fast food. All right, and we had another one in there.
Georgie right there.
Where's Georgie's at?
What do you call?
We call a cow with no legs. Is that it?
Yeah. But you got to put the
Okay,
other
Miss
answer up.
PJ put, what do you call a cow with no legs? All right, so now we need an answer to what does a sprinter eat before a race? What's the answer, Karen? I guess fast food. Oh, nothing. They fast. Okay, I was on the right track with the word fast anyway. Okay, so now we got Miss PJ. What do you call a cow with no legs? Where'd it go? Oh, ground beef. There we go. Yep, somebody got it.
There. She did.
Yeah, but Harry said it right before she did. He said,
Oh.
I say ground beef. That's right.
We'll put the answer, yeah.
Ooh. Okay, Georgie sent the link.
You got to go scroll. I saw it.
Did you see it on here?
Here it is.
There we go. There's the link. Y'all can get it out of the chat. Let's see. Can I?
Why shouldn't you play tennis in the jungle?
Where you see that at? Oh, stand here at the bottom. Why shouldn't you play tennis in the jungle? I don't know.
And then Paul just asked, why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
I don't know that either. All right, so let's answer, Karen, let's hear your answer first. Why shouldn't you play tennis in the jungle? While you're bringing that up, I'm going to finish my thought that I had a minute ago. So this is our weekly live for those of you that haven't been here before, because I believe we have some new viewers in here that are not in the chat. And if you are, we appreciate you if you just say hello in the chat and let everybody talk to you a little bit.
Too many cheetahs.
2 minute cheetahs, that's right. 2 minute cheetahs. All right. Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's going to be something about roll. I think it's going to be something about the word roll. But anyway, we'll find out in a minute. So if you're new here, that I'm starting all over again. Every Thursday at 6 o'clock, we do this, and we have it formatted, or I sort of formatted it. So the first few minutes,
It got stuck in the crack.
got stuck in the crack. The first few minutes, we just, shoot the breeze with everybody that's in the chat and talk about whatever. And somehow tonight I told a dad joke and that got us started. So we're doing the dad jokes tonight. And then after that, we will talk about a topic that's in the news. And then after that, the third thing we do is we try to share someone else's YouTube channel. Sometimes it's because it's interesting, sometimes because, we're trying to help them get subscribers. And I think tonight we have both. I found a new channel that's just starting up. Seems like some really good people. You haven't seen it yet. Seem like some really good people, and I hope we can help them gain some subscribers tonight. So we'll get to that in a little while. And then the last thing we do is Pet of the Week. Viewers send me pictures of their pet with a name and a little description. And each week we share one. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 pets tonight because this past Thursday we were unable to do a live, so we're kind of getting behind. So I want to go.
We were busy.
Yeah, we were busy. We were having fun over at the villages. Now we did get some footage over there, and we're gonna put at some point we're gonna put a video together out of that footage and talk about our visit and kind of how that went. And then we will let the cat out of the bag at that point of where we're at as far as buying a house or something.
Oh.
Yeah, going over it. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims. Okay, Mayflower.
Oh.
That's pretty good. I like that one.
Did I cut my finger?
Did you cut your finger?
Well, something. It hurts. I think I did.
Okay, so we'll throw this one up there so everybody to see. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? And the answer is pilgrims. That's pretty cool. I like that one. We're just full of dad jokes tonight, aren't we? So we have monetized. So you might see an ad pop up while we're live. Just know that that's something that's going to throw us a few pennies, and that'll be fine. Watch it if you want to. Skip it if you don't want to watch it. Tell them something.
What?
I don't know. They don't want to just listen to me all night.
You like talking. You like hearing yourself talk.
Well, usually because it's something really important and intelligent.
Go ahead. Finish talking.
But sometimes they want to hear from the little people.
Mm.
I have not done memberships yet, Miss PJ. I can. It's available to me, but
What does that mean?
people can pay to be a member of your channel, and then you can do like members only videos, and I just don't know if I have enough to offer for memberships. Okay. Like I said, we're eligible. We can do it, but I don't want somebody to pay even the little bit of money that it is, that little bit, to be a member to our channel if I'm not giving you something of value for that money you spent. And right now, I just don't know if our, I don't know. I just don't know what I would give. Yeah, I did say little people. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I was talking about her in Georgia. Yeah, I was. Maybe at some point we'll do the memberships and we'll start maybe once a week doing a video or live or something that's for members only. We'll have to think about that one. Right now, I don't know. I don't want people giving me money and me not being able to give them something in return of value, that would make it worth their while to spend the money. But maybe one day we'll get to that point. So that was a long way of answering your question, Ms. PJ. No, we're not set up to do gifted memberships. We are set up for a super chat. If somebody wants to do a super chat. I think what's those little bells we have that I brought from the Middle East?
In there somewhere.
I'm gonna have to put one on here.
Why?
Well, I'll ring a bell for when somebody does a super chat. Preparing for Father's Day. You know, I didn't even realize that this weekend was Father's Day. Actually, look, we're in Mississippi, so I'm gonna tell you about our wedding we're going to. we're gonna be at a wedding this weekend. I guess for Father's Day. So her niece is marrying my nephew. So our niece is marrying our nephew, or our nephew's marrying our niece, however you want to look at it. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's legit. Yeah, it's legit. So y'all can go ahead and with the jokes about family marrying family over here in Mississippi. Karen said, wait, what? So
It's not hard to explain.
yeah, it's really not hard to figure
My
out.
sister's daughter is married
My sister's son. So they're no relation to each other.
You're sitting there fixing to make it difficult.
I know. Yeah, they're no relation to
Hey,
each
Peggy.
other, and it's perfectly legit. Well, hey, Miss Peggy. Hey, look, y'all see Miss Peggy Thomaston there just came into the chat. She's one of our friends here in town. So all of y'all give Peggy a nice warm welcome. Say hello to Miss Peggy. We go to church together.
You're going to take what?
Am I going to take what? Did I miss something? I'm not sure what you missed there, Georgie.
Karen says, Georgie, you're going to take that talking about being
Oh,
little people.
I referred to Santi as, I said sometimes they want to hear from the little people. All right, go get the bill. I'm going to get a bill and put on here, and every time somebody gives a super chat, and thank you, by the way, Miss PJ, for the super chat. A super sticker. Sure do appreciate it. Words with a clock has the A. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, I've got this is a little bell I got in the Middle East somewhere. I can't remember. I think it was Kuwait. So I'm going to keep the bell from the Middle East, and anytime I get a super sticker or a super chat, I will ring the bell for you. How about that? All right. Oh, Karen's wanting to know how tall Georgie is. She's 5 foot nothing. She's 2 foot 36 inches. Sanchi's 2 foot and 36 inches herself. Oh, she's 4'11". You got her beat
By a half inch.
by a half inch. Call her short.
4'11" and a half, but I just say 5 foot. It's easier. It's easier to say.
Sounds better, don't it?
Sounds better.
But for a guy, I'm not that tall. I'm 5. I used to be 5'10" and a half, but I've lost about a half inch over the years. I think I'm about 5'10" now. So that's not real tall for a guy. I always wanted to be 6 foot, but I just never could get there. All my brothers are 6 foot or over, and not me. I'm the short one. I'm 5'10". Karen said her grandmother was 6'2".
Read that again.
Oh, she was 4'10" and was 62.
Read it again.
Okay. Grandmother was 4'10", and my grandfather, I got you,
Granda.
was 6'2". I got it. Okay. Finally, didn't take me but 3 times. but I got it. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. So I see several people said hello to Miss Peggy Thomason. Hey, Yankee Bell, thanks for coming in this afternoon. We've got about 16 people in here. Miss PJ says she's 5'6" on a good day. That's average height for a female, I think, isn't it?
I guess. It ain't for me.
You don't know, do you? I'm asking the wrong person. Jordan said her mom is 5'1". Yankee Bell. Are you 6 foot, Yankee Bell? Really? That's really tall for a lady. Sure is. Yeah, it is. Easy.
Well, but it's not easy to get something off that top shelf because that's where everything's at. Hey, Wednesday.
Wednesday's waving the hand. Hey, Miss Wednesday. Thank you for being here.
Gotta sit there and wait in the grocery store to somebody tall enough to come. Can you please reach that for me?
Whew. So, wow, 6 foot tall, Miss Yankee Bell is. That's cool. Did you play basketball, Yankee Bell? Because that's tall for a woman. Yeah, back to, last week we were gone. We didn't do the bird feeder or the Thursday night. We just kind of took a break. But we forewarned and we told all y'all.
Well, the bird feeder, but we could have sit, but we were busy.
Yeah, we were busy.
We wanted to watch the bands.
Yep, we watched several bands.
So
Yeah, check out Chris's channel. He does those little things he paints. They're small, meticulous. Right now, it's hard to get things off the top shelf at my height. So why would it be? Okay, you got some issue going on. You can't reach up or something. Did not play basketball. You might have missed your call. You could have been a superstar. I don't care for basketball. The only basketball I ever liked watching was the Harlem Globetrotters. They were funny. I always liked watching them.
I'm not crazy about basketball either.
Mm.
If I had a grandchild playing, I could go watch it, but that's about
Well,
it.
yeah, we'd go watch it. One of the grandkids or something was playing. I get the question a lot if you played basketball. She might have played volleyball. Might not have played anything. Oh, Miss Peggy says we're holding our height pretty good.
Well, I might not be 4'11" and a half.
I have not checked mine lately. I don't know where I'm at, but last time I checked, I lost about a half inch. And I'm sure now that I'm in my 60s, that's going to continue to go that way.
And, ooh. Wow.
Ooh. Hey, Yankee Bell.
That hurts.
You're going to end up being a bionic woman. We'll make her taller, faster, stronger. The dogs just got through eating their dinner. All right, we done been almost 40 minutes just shooting the breeze about nothing. All right, Miss Peggy, everybody knows your name now. They're all saying hello, so just get ready when you come in here. They're all going to talk to you and speak to you and such. So what topic in the news? There's really only one thing in the news right now. What are we going to talk about? Have you seen anything you want to talk about?
I have not watched the news.
Oh, sure we
Okay.
have. Now I saw Mama Coop
What is
this
she
morning.
doing? Oh, it looked like she was laying down.
See, come chat with Mama Cooper. Looked like she was at work.
Yeah.
I guess you can do that at work as long as it doesn't affect your productivity. I guess. And maybe her boss is in on it and knows she's doing that.
Oh no.
Just go live. Might as well. Yeah, the Bionic Man and the Bionic Woman, those TV shows, I thought they were good back then. They look silly now when I watch them, but but back then. Hey, yeah, that's what show did you watch when you were young that you thought was great? Did you go back now and watch it and think it's kind of corny?
I used to watch. Well, for one, Beverly Hillbillies is really silly. I
Yeah, but it was silly back then.
I know, but I can't. I can watch it some, but I can't take a whole lot of it anymore. But some that I used to watch, like Adam 12 or
That's
Emergency.
exactly what I was thinking. Like one Adam 12 and Emergency.
Yeah, and now it's like I just can't. It's like, why did I watch that?
Yeah, back then they seemed so, like real and intense.
And those are on now, like reruns.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one I used to watch is Chips, but they don't rerun those. So.
Yeah, Chips, that's another one. You go back and watch it now and it seems kind of corny.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Fat Albert and Gilligan. Those were meant to be funny then, and they're still funny now.
Come on.
They got to have their treat. They eat their dinner and then they have to have their treat. All right, so look, I got to throw a plug out there for Mama Coop. Mama Coop, and is that Wednesday's in there with her tonight? Look at there. I got to share this. So I know, you guys, y'all, like Wednesday was in here a second ago, and she's also live with Mama Coop. I know quite a few of you watch both channels. You try to be loyal to both of us, and I sure do appreciate it. But I'm gonna share. Here they are. They're over there doing their craft stuff. So I think most of you that are watching me and Sansi right now are over there watching them too. You got both streams running. But if not, and if you're into craft stuff, then be sure to check out Mama Coop and Wednesday and Chris. I don't know. I don't know what she's making. I still like the Three Stooges.
No, I can't watch that one either.
The shows that were meant to be funny back then.
Carol Burnett.
I love Carol Burnett.
I can watch whenever the some of it, but
when they crack each other up.
Yeah, but some of it is like, okay, this is just silly.
I would like to see another sitcom kind of like that. So anyhow, I just put them up there so y'all can see. So if anybody's watching us that's into craft stuff and everything, go check out Mama Coop. And looks like she's got Miss Wednesday over there with her instead of, normally it's Chris. But anyway, all of you guys helped us get viewers and reach that 1,000 mark and everything. So
Flip Wilson.
Yeah, Flip Wilson. I didn't realize until fairly recently that he killed himself. He committed suicide. I didn't realize it. I just knew he aren't getting mooned tonight. I just thought he just disappeared from the scene. I didn't realize that had happened.
What?
Flip Wilson. He committed suicide.
Oh.
He ended his own life.
Red Skelton. But that's not a rerun either, so.
Yeah.
So what was in the news?
Well, we hadn't got there yet. Really, the only thing that's in the news right now is all the riots going on out in
That
California.
is peaceful protest.
Well,
It
well,
might
I
be.
don't know why I said riots. I meant to say peaceful protest. You know, they just burning cars so they can stay warm in California. I guess. I really don't know. So probably most of y'all have the same take on that we do. I think we, for the most part, our viewing audience views things like we do. You know, it's not peaceful protests. They're breaking the law. You know, and they should
I
be held
showed you. I
accountable.
did see that one that got run over. He didn't get run over.
Yeah.
But the words were, he was run over, and I watched it, and the ICE agent, I guess is what it was trying to go around, and he kept getting in front of the car. So the ICE agent just kept going. He wouldn't get out from in front of the car, and then he fell. He didn't. The car did not go over him at all.
Didn't even hit him. So the guy had. I wish I had the video. Maybe I can find it. The guy had his hands on the hood,
Well, just
and the ICE agent was, moving forward. So the guy was kind of
going backwards.
Had his hands on the hood of the car, and he was kind of trotting backwards. And he did that for a pretty good ways. And then finally he fell. He tripped, fell. The ICE agent stopped, backed up, went around him, and went on.
They said it run over him.
They were saying, ICE agent runs over protesters. Let me see if I can find it. I'll Google it, see if I can find it. If I can find it, we'll play it. I think it got hit. This one says hit and run. I bet you
That's what they're
it.
saying.
Yeah, but they said
No, that was a van.
he ran over.
It was kind of like a SUV. That's it right there.
Here it is. All right, let me see if I can. I'm watching on another screen. When I get to the point where we can see what happened, I'll show it to you. I'm just scrolling through to get to the.
There it is.
Here it is. All right, let me
Back it
share
up just a hair.
just a little bit.
There.
Right there. All right, let me. Entire screen. I'm not even going to play the audio because I don't want to listen to the way they slant things. All right, so I'm going to use my pointer. Here's the vehicle they're talking about right there. And you see an individual right there coming in front of the vehicle. And I'll start playing that. What's going to happen is this vehicle's, he's trying to get around these people and just get on through. Well, this guy ends up putting his hands on top of the vehicle. So we'll play that. Let's see. Did I figure out how to start it?
Over here.
Oh, here we go. So you can see, there he is. He's running in front of it. The guy's trying to go around him. All right. He keeps, in front of him. He's trotting backwards. He ends up with both hands on the vehicle. You see right here. And he's trotting backwards. I got your kudos. He did it for a long ways. It's pretty good. But here in a minute, you're going to see that he falls down. And when he falls, the ICE agent stopped right there. Boom. He stopped. Backs up and goes around him. But then, their headlines were ICE agent runs over protester
And then leaves the scene.
Which that's not what I saw. I saw the guy fall. He stopped.
He
didn't
tried
run
to go
over
around him, and he wouldn't let him.
Yeah, backed up, went around him, and went on about his business.
Can't unshare it.
So I guess, that's really The only thing that's in the news right now is all that junk going on in California. Yeah, I don't know. I don't guess we. I don't guess we can stop it. But when the other side was in charge and those things went on, they really didn't do anything about it. They just kind of let them go. Well, that didn't work. So now you got someone else in charge, and he's trying to be heavy-handed and say we're going to send whatever we have to over there to put an end to
safe,
this.
Karen.
And if you're doing these things, we're going to prosecute you. Taking just the opposite approach. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. But and another thing you start, especially if you listen to the right-leaning media, is that these are instigators that are getting paid. People are sending them to do this junk and paying them to do it. Well, if that's the case,
all these people don't work?
we need to find out who's footing the bill on this, and those people need to be
Those people don't
prosecuted.
work. There's a lot of people.
Surely that's against some kind of law, isn't it?
Depends on what side it is.
Well, if I hire somebody to go kill somebody,
Well, yeah, because
they get in trouble because they killed them, but I also get in trouble because I hired them.
Mhm.
It
depends on who you are.
I know.
You're not anybody.
Well, maybe if I'm a Clinton, I'd get away with it. But I would think there's some kind of law or something out there that would go after the ones that are instigating.
They'll investigate.
Investigate and investigate. Talk to the people. I'm going to get coffee.
Let me go get it for you. You want it in that cup again?
You put it here. You put it in this cup because that's about all I need is cup. So the same thing. I've heard for years now. I've heard the name George Soros. He's funding all this stuff. He's doing this and he's doing it and he's doing it. If that's the case, if he's causing this much chaos in our country because of his money, then let's freeze some bank accounts or something. Shut him down if he's doing that much stuff. But I think he's not breaking the law. He's using his money. When he gets a real left-leaning judge he wants to put in that's running for office, he just gives them tons of money to use for their campaign. And usually whoever has the most money wins the campaign because they can buy more TV ads, radio ads, put out more signs, hire more people to go out and canvass. So I guess he's just playing the system, trying to get all these people put in place, using his money to help them win their elections. But if he's doing other things like paying protesters and instigating all that, that stuff needs to be stopped.
Okay, that was the news. Now what's the next? Who you got to?
We ready to move to the next issue? We just got started on the news.
But that's not anything to talk about.
What do y'all think about? What would y'all do to? I don't know. Well, and then the thing
I'd say run over them. Huh?
He should have run over him. That's right. And the other thing is what they're protesting. They're protesting the fact that we're picking up people that are here illegally and putting them out of the country.
They're protesting that, but
I heard somebody say that I like my country like I like my tea, with a lot of ice. Go ahead. They're protesting what?
they really don't know what if you ask them, they probably don't know. I think because, he said it was going to be just the dangerous ones. Well, that's what they're in there trying to get. And there happens to be maybe some that are not dangerous. But illegal is illegal, period. What's that?
It's Florida.
I know that's Florida. What's that?
That's where Karen's at, right? Karen's over there.
What is that red mark?
This? Oh, that's a,
That.
well, let's see. It's a TFR. Temporary flight restriction, because they're going to be sending a rocket up.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I know what it is. What I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was there for. What are they?
Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at your weather over there, Karen.
We had some pretty rough weather while we were over there.
There's your weather. I'm not sure exactly where you're at. I think you're over in this area. Right about in there somewhere.
Jacksonville?
I think she's over that way somewhere. Or maybe down here. She wasn't too far from where we were at the village, I don't think.
Oh.
But anyhow, there's your weather. And Sansi was asking about this right here. This is a temporary flight restriction.
What's that other one up there for?
That one up there is security. So someone, one of your higher political people probably is coming there.
On vacation?
Maybe going on vacation, that's right. But it's for security. Normally when you see that, it's because of a like president, vice president, or somebody on up there. This one down here, Elon must be launching a rocket.
Oh, 2 counties up from Tampa.
Tampa's down there pretty good weather, isn't it?
Tampa's over here.
Oh, it's on that side?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's where,
yeah, there's Tampa right there. 2 counties. So she's up in here.
That's where Teresa is.
Yeah, we got a friend over there.
She wanted us
do.
to come down there, but we didn't. She said that after we'd
Already had our plan.
yeah.
All right, so I heard somebody say that we need all these illegals to do different jobs and stuff, and it would shut construction down or shut this down or shut that down. But you know, there's a gateway to come into the country, and we let a certain amount of people each year. I think we could open that up to let more people in the legal way to make up for the ones that we're putting out that came here illegally. I mean, we can backfill that.
They want them to get a fast track to being legal that are already here and working. Yes, they do work. They are hardworking people for the most part. But you got to do it the right way.
Yeah.
You can't go in their country and go to work.
Right. It doesn't change the fact that they came here illegally. And we don't know too many immigrants. We know a handful of people. Matter of fact, the guy that built our house, he's here from Brazil. Been here for years.
Trying to get his.
And he's got a construction company. You know, he's here legally. He's doing everything legal. He's been working on citizenship for years and has spent a lot of money.
I don't think
doing it.
Honestly, I don't think it should take that long.
Yeah, maybe we could revamp that system and make it a little easier for everybody. But my point is, if they turn around and do with these illegals and make it
quick and easy
and
cheap,
then that's doing our friend from Brazil a great injustice.
Or anybody else.
Or anybody else. I'm talking about him because that's the only one that we know.
Right.
But I'm sure there's a lot of others.
The ones that have done it the right way.
Yeah.
I would be mad if I come over here and had to spend a lot of money and do it the legal way and take time. Somebody come in across the border
and I've seen, they have to take tests and do things, but when they become legal citizens, they have a little ceremony.
Oh, speaking of
what?
That representative, I can't remember which one.
Oh, the one that said she was here illegally?
She said that they come over and the only reason they got to come is because her husband or her father,
I think it's her father falsified some documents.
falsified. He was working for USAID and he falsified the records. And they got in and she says, we're here illegally. But she's working in our government.
Yeah.
Wrong.
So we'll see what happens with
They
that.
should go pack her bags up and send her back.
Yeah, I agree, Miss PJ. If you come here illegally, you cannot get citizenship. What they could do is take them to basically a port of entry and let them fill out the paperwork and just make it I don't know, give them a fine for coming here illegal, like $10,000. You're going to get fined $10,000, but we're going to allow you to start the process.
But the government's going to give it to them?
No, the government's not going to give it to them.
We're giving them everything else.
But I'm just, I mean, I was ready. You break the law, you pay the consequence.
And then they talk about separating families, taking whoever back to their country and taking them away from their children. Well, you can break the law and see, and you have children, see if they
I
won't
guarantee
take
you,
you.
if I go rob a bank, they're going to take me away from my children. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, I think that junk's going to go on for a while. Yeah, it'll go away. You know, things come and go.
What was the YouTube?
What YouTube? The channel we're going to promote?
Yeah, you closed it all down.
No, I still have it over here. Well, no, I don't either. I thought I did. My bad. Now I gotta find them again. I'll find it. Yep, I'll find it. So somebody pointed out to me, I think it was Paul maybe, that on our YouTube channel address, our what am I trying to say? Our Gmail address, the ForeverHuffsLiving has an extra I in it. I got to change it. I was looking at it earlier trying to figure out
Does it?
how to change it. Yeah, our Gmail that I have on the, like if you go to our account in YouTube page and look for our email, I misspelled it. Yep, I misspelled. So I'm going to get that changed. Just y'all just bear with me. I hadn't figured out exactly how to do it yet. All right, I tell you what, we'll go ahead and move into the next segment. I want to talk about the YouTube channel. Kind of ran across this channel today, and these people, they're
Miss PJ's got to go. Family emergency.
Okay, Miss PJ, we hope everything's okay. We will probably, hopefully, hear from you in the morning on the bird feeder, and you can share with us then what you got going on. But we hope everything works out okay. So we went to the villages last year for the first time. We went and did a lifestyle visit, and we did a video about it, and we picked up a lot of subscribers from that video. So they either live in the villages or they're at least interested in the villages. And because we've done videos on the villages, things about the villages pop up in my feed. And this popped up yesterday, I think. It's a couple, they call their page is Gen X Villagers, and I'm going to share this with you here in just a second. I'm going to do that now. But they are brand new to YouTube. They're trying to figure it out. Figure out how to make videos, how to edit videos, how to post things and all that. So this is their page on YouTube. They have right now, they have 129 subscribers, which is good because they just started.
Only have 5 videos.
They just started 5 days ago. They're trying to do a video a day, which, hey, God bless them. I guess you can do a quick live without any editing. But if you're going to do edited videos, trying to do one every day gets to be a job. But anyway, a few days ago, they did their first video, and it was kind of an intro about who they are and what their channel is going to be about. And they were just real. They just talked about themselves and their family and where they're at in life and what they're doing. No, I don't know how else to explain it. This fact, they just sound like they're real, they're genuine, and so they're getting close to retirement.
Dang it.
What? Well, you said dang it for something.
I was going to go get my toes done.
That just now hit you?
Yes. You made me forget.
How did I make you forget?
You told me to hurry up and come home.
Well, you had a week's, on this one, you had 2 weeks notice that we were doing the live at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh.
So right in the middle of me promoting somebody's channel, we had to talk about your toes. Welcome to my world.
Oh.
So this is Jeff. Oh goodness. So other channels help us with our channel and promoting our channel and helping us get viewers. And when we do our weekly, we try to promote a channel, or sometimes it's a channel that's already huge. It's a channel I like. I just want to share it with y'all. But in this case, I would like to help these people get some more subscribers. They're doing a video a day, and I would encourage you to go back and start with their first one. And that's where you kind of meet them and who they are, and then work your way on up. They are going to visit the villages in a few days, and they think that that's the way they're going to go. Right now, that's their thoughts are, we're going to move to the villages at some point. They work remotely. I think they're in Oklahoma right now, but
I would want to get out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're kind of running from the cold, and we found that.
Cold, tornadoes.
Yeah, we found that over in the villages that a lot of people, most everybody there was running from something.
There's a lot of people from New York. There was a lot of people from Kentucky, and where else did we meet people from?
Yeah,
all those.
A whole lot of them running from the cold.
Yeah.
Which for us, that's not an issue. Our weather here is about the same they have over there, so it's not an issue with us. But again, this is Jeff and Lori. They're just vlogging every day about what's going on with the brand new YouTube channel. They're trying to figure YouTube out and trying to figure out, kind of get their battle rhythm down of what their channel is going to be about, how they're going to do their videos, how to do all of this stuff. So I found them to be genuine folks that are going to end up having a pretty good channel, I believe. So you can get in on the ground floors, just starting up. So you can say you're one of their first subscribers. So go check out Jeff and Lori, the Gen X Villagers. And hey, tell them Forever Huffs Living sent you over there. And you can see right there, I'm already subscribed. I went ahead and subscribed to them today. I'm going to have fun watching their journey, both on YouTube and figuring YouTube out, and also their journey into retirement. They call themselves semi-retired right now. And she's a registered nurse. They work remotely. and we had something in common. When they met, he was a medic on a medical helicopter. hmm And since I happened to be a medical helicopter pilot back in the day, speak to whom? I sent them an email to tell them I was going to kind of promote their channel, but that was like 2 hours before we went live. So I don't know if they got the email. I don't know them personally. I'll just go ahead and say yeah. I got a feeling we'll meet at some point, maybe. But I did send them an email to let them know that I was going to promote their channel this evening. So I'm looking forward to their growth. Gen X Villagers, go check out their channel and subscribe to their channel. They are at 129 subscribers. They've only had 5 videos, but they are trying to do a video a day. So go check them out. All right, that takes care of that. And what's left?
The pets.
That's right. So this week we're going to do 2 pets of the week because we wasn't able to do last week. Let me close this out. Let me bring up a picture of pets. Actually, this is going to be plural. This is 2. This is, let me see if I read this right. Weasley and Muggles are the pets this week. Weasley and Muggles.
Both of them 10.
Actually, one of them lived to be 10. I don't know about the other one. I don't think either one of them are with us anymore. So here's Weasley and Muggles. 2 pretty, what do you call a white cat? Just a white cat, or is it a certain breed? Just white. I don't know. I don't really know cats. So, anybody want to guess who had these cats? They look like they were wonderful little pets. I know whose it is. And then you guys that are with us now, you know that we added the bell. I don't know why I'm showing you all because I don't have us on the screen right now. We have added the bell.
Okay.
For super chats and super stickers. If you send a super chat or super sticker, you get the bell ring for you.
Angora cats.
Angora cats. Okay. I didn't know. So we'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag as to whose cats these are. These were Miss Wednesday's cats. Yeah. Tell us a little bit. What kind of personality did they have? Because if I read the email right, they're not with us anymore. They're both deceased. But I bet you could tell us a little bit about them. I think they were twins or brother and sister or whatever. Brother and brother. I don't know what they were. Harry's laughing at me because I showed the bell while we wasn't even on. Hey, you know.
Oh, y'all should have seen him.
The look on my face when I realized I'm holding it up, nobody can see it.
Oh.
Both were deaf. Wow. Yeah, I heard a joke the other day. Speaking of deaf, I heard a joke the other day. The guy said that they were so poor that there was times they didn't have anything to eat. And their mother would bring them in the kitchen and sit them down and just read a recipe to them.
Sisters.
And then he said that one of his brothers was deaf and he liked to starve to death. So they were sisters. Okay.
You had it all wrong.
I did. Wow, they look beautiful. Angora cats. I'll have to look at that up, learn a little bit more about them. Well, thank you so much, Miss Wednesday, for sending in a picture of your two cats. Sorry about that, Harry. You know, I guess people that don't have pets don't fully understand the loss. You know, uh, back when we didn't have pets, I really didn't understand the loss. But now that we've had dogs for quite a while now, we've lost a few. And you know,
One was very hard.
yeah, one was pretty hard on her, but that's part of having pets. But they become part of the family, you know, and you miss them terribly.
Oh wow!
All right,
I'm
now
gonna say she's a she with a pretty
now I'm
bow.
gonna say that this next one I'm gonna say it's a she. They do. They're part of your family. They're part of your existence every day. You know, uh, you get up and it's almost like a child. You got to feed them. You know, you got to take them out, let them do, you know, whatever. If you have cats, you got to do the litter box. You know, it's just part of your day. You know that, and then when that just all of a sudden goes, it's hard. All right, we got one more. Like I said, we're going to do two tonight because we missed last week. We got a cutie pie here.
So she.
She got the little.
I'm
look,
assuming
there's
she
the
because
bow
she's
and the
got a
hair.
pretty
Yeah,
bow.
I'm gonna say it's a she, and
She looks a little prissy.
and the name is Bella Boo. Bella Boo looks like a pistol. I bet she can run 90 miles. Well, maybe she might be older now, but when she was young or a puppy, I'll bet you she could do a circle around the house doing 90 miles an hour. Just looks like it. A lot of them
I
little ones
wonder
are
if
that
she
way.
part Chihuahua
I don't know.
or Chihuahua, long-haired Chihuahua. They have a long-haired
I don't
Chihuahua.
know. I want to know how that bow is on that ear.
It's probably just stuck on there.
Stuck on there like
With that junk they put in my hair this morning.
oh, they put like glue.
Oh, it wasn't really blue because it washed right out. I don't know.
All right, so y'all get to guess, who does Bella Boo belong to? Let's see what y'all think. I know who Bella Boo belongs to. And a little side note is our dog is named Bella, but this is not our dog. It would take about 12 of those to make the size of our dog.
I bet more than that.
Maybe more. Yeah, our Bella weighs about 110 pounds. Anybody want to guess who Bella Boo belongs to? And she was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is or not. If she's not, she's gonna miss it.
No clue.
Paul says no clue. I just gave a clue. She was in the chat tonight. She may still be in here, might not be. I don't know. She has no reason not to be here. That's another clue.
She did say she's going to watch to the finish.
She did say that, didn't she? There's another clue.
She might have had to go potty.
Might have. I don't know if that's a clue or not. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Paul. It's Karen. This is Karen's books. This is her dog. And just a cutie. I bet that dog stays in her lap a lot.
She probably has a stroller. She looks like she would have a stroller.
Oh, you think one of those has a stroller, puts her in and walks around like a baby?
Mm-hmm.
No, not Georgie's. This is Karen's. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's a little pampered. I think that one's a little bit, I bet gets unlimited treats. Anytime it asks for it, I bet it gets treats. Just won't spoil. What do you think?
She's spoiled. I can look at it. See it in her face.
Yeah, I bet that's a spoiled one right there. All right. So,
Larry's clue told me.
well, I tried to help with the clues. Um, I'm not sure if we have more people have sent their pets in or not. So I'm just going to throw that out there. We need more people to send us pets of the week. I might have one more in the queue. I don't really
Excuse me.
remember. So here's our email. If you got a pet that you just dearly love, or maybe if you lost your cat, if you have a picture of that cat, it can still be pet of the week. Send it in. Tell us about the cat that you lost a few days ago. We'd love to hear about it and see it, and we will share that one as a pet of the week. And it doesn't have to be a dog or a cat. It can be an iguana. We did have a rabbit.
Yeah.
We had a rabbit as pet of the week. Clue there is it lives in Belgium. Now you figure out whose it was. Yeah, we don't care. It could be a snake, rat, squirrel, cat, dog, horse. I don't know if we have any viewers that have horses. We used to have horses, but we haven't had any in a long time. All right. That's kind of everything we wanted to do tonight. So, hey, we thank everybody that jumped in and hung out with us tonight. The chat was awesome. I got to thank Miss PJ for her super sticker that she sent. And now she has created the bell, the ding-a-ling. I might could say that, though. Send the super chat.
It was a song.
You send the super chat, you get a ding-a-ling. Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for being with us tonight. We had a good time. We missed y'all last week while we were over there in Florida. But we're fixing to leave again, aren't we? But we'll be back for next Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to go out of town tomorrow. So we might miss the bird feeder for a day or two, but we'll be back in town by Thursday. What are you doing? You sleepy already?
Yes, I'm sleepy. I didn't get good sleep last
It's
night.
not even 8 o'clock. I'm just
Did
saying.
you take a nap?
No, I did not. No.
Did you sleep?
She
good last night?
she thought she was gonna get me there because normally I do take a nap, but I didn't take one today.
Did you sleep good last night?
No, something was missing.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a video in a few minutes. Kind of an update on my old truck. One of my old trucks I worked on today. I did some video, and I'm gonna drop a video in a few minutes. So if y'all want to watch that, I'd sure appreciate it.
Oh, I thought you was fixing to do it on that, but I'm fixing to go in here.
So tell them bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all.
We're
See
gonna
y'all
shut
next
this
time.
thing down. Forever Huffs Living. If you hadn't joined our channel, join already. For some of you, I know we'll see y'all in the morning at the bird feeder. So y'all take care. Have a great afternoon. Almost 8:30 in Florida. Well, thanks for staying up a little bit late with us, Harry. We appreciate it. We're gonna end this one now. Bye, y'all.